been superhero genre for the last 15
superhero.
years, man. It's like so.
And they're planning to take it over for the next 10 years too. So. I mean,
That's too long. You can't have it. It's done now. It's stale.
And people were talking about it. Like, what happened to those middle class movies, yo? The movies that like were mid budget. Like, if you think about it, yo, Rush Hour was like a mid budget movie. They were talking about it. Like, there used to be a whole section of just movies that had a like decent, like not bad budget, but not like great budget. And those were the ones that were like surprise box office hits. We don't get that no more.
They got it.
Bro, everything's a rerun. Everything because they know they're gonna cash out.
Well,
they know they're gonna cash out.
Not anymore. Well, they're not cashing out as well as they used to. I mean, you know, like big budget films, they used to be able to come back from that. But now you got to think about it, man. If you making a movie now, and you got like a we'll say $500-600 million budget. Yeah. You gotta break at least two bills.
Yeah. I mean, if they're giving you that budget, trust me, they know they're gonna make that. I'm gonna tell you, every movie this summer that came out, they're all part twos. They're part two. I'm not making no spoilers for nobody, but I'm just letting y'all know. Any movie you saw this year, other than like the Disney stuff and all, all has part twos.
Well, even the Disney stuff is a
remake though.
It's right. It's a remake of
it's
the old
already
stuff.
the part two. Technically, you want to talk about it. It's already the part two.
It's a remake of all of it. Well, I mean, entertainment is changing, man, so much now, and like it was changing already, but then you gotta think about the advent of like artificial intelligence and how these AIs are gonna start making stuff. I mean, I've been using it more and more in my own experience, and like you have to kind of direct it a little bit more, but it does most of the heavy lifting for you.
I mean, look, ChatGPT will do the thing. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna just say it out there, just like that, bro. Like, school is almost obsolete. Like, yo, once these kids get on ChatGPT, like, there's no, like, man, I'm scared, man, because it's too good. It's too good. It's too good, bro.
What scares you about? What scares you about it?
Well, we just gotta tell the machine what to do at this point. I'm not saying the machine's gonna take over. Everybody worried about the machines taking over. I'm not worried about that.
No, well, they're going to do the busy work. Yeah. The 80% that nobody likes to do, the machines can do that stuff real well. But when it comes to the 20%, like the things that require a human touch, a personal touch, they're not good at that. And I be hearing that all the time because like, you know, we got Alexa in the house, and like, you know, like you'll give it a command and it'll do something totally out of left field, and I'll be like, that's why I don't talk to them. That's why I don't talk to them robots. That's why you see us over there, but it ain't plugged in.
And it's funny, you know, the issue.
I don't like them listening to me either.
They just listen, man, and it's like the communication barrier is still bad with humans and robots. Like we all know Siri's the worst thing to ever come out on the planet. Like any tech reviewer will tell you, Siri's the worst AI.
Don't give it a verbal command, because it's gonna mess it up.
I'm gonna give y'all all a hack out there. I actually attached my Siri to ChatGPT, and you can do that, by the way. And you can literally
that's probably a better way to do it.
No, and I actually did it. And let me see if this works. Hey Siri, let's chat.
Let's chat.
New chat. Write me an intro for a radio show called Heathen Radio.
Let's see what she say.
Dang it, she knocked off. But no. I'm actually gonna do this for real, because
that's what happens. That's what happens every time, bro.
Nah,
as soon as it's time to get started, you put them in on the spotlight, and they flake every time. Man, every time.
It's Siri's trash. We all know that. Yeah. But no, I attached to the ChatGPT is actually the coolest thing I've ever done. I ain't gonna lie. It's something I'd recommend. There's YouTube videos on how to do it, and
well, I do see a future where these artificial intelligences can network together to actually become better than they are right now, because they're too siloed right now, I think. You know? Yeah. Like they're not smart enough yet. I mean, they're like maybe not smart is not the word I use. They're not intelligent enough yet. They're not intuitive enough yet.
See, that's the thing, and I'm a full 100% human, right? I love to emphasize the fact that I'm human. All mammal, baby. All mammal.
This is all biology.
And so I like to do the human stuff, the stuff that only humans can do. So when I hear that robots are going to be doing the mundane stuff that like they're making humans do, I get excited. Yeah. I'm hyped. Like, bro, I'm not trying to sit at the desk and hit a button 200 times a day. Like, we could have a robot do that.
Yeah, but you said you were scared though.
No, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm really not scared. Like I'm not. I swear I'm not scared. I'm not scared. The thing is, it's like we don't know. Everybody's scared about what the next thing is. But I'm gonna tell you right now, what we're using robots for now is perfect. Where it's at. People are scared of the future.
Nah, it's not perfect.
We could use them for more.
It's not perfect.
I'm waiting for semi trucks.
It's like it's like an adolescent, maybe even like a toddler. Right now.
Like we could turn it up. We could have them doing bigger things.
Yeah, we could make them do more. but you have to teach them, just like you have to teach a child. You have to teach them what to do. You know, and like, because what I'm realizing is that when it comes to communication, like humans in general are poor at communicating what it is that they actually want. So you can give an AI a command, it'll do exactly what you tell it to do. But then it's like I heard an example where somebody was like, make as many paper. You give an AI the command to make as many paper clips as you can, and in like a million years you have no more trees because all of the fuel that you use to make the paper clips. It's like, the things that we say, we don't necessarily mean, we don't think all the way through the commands that we're giving it. So and the robots, they don't know enough to be able to like actually determine what it is that we mean. So
and that's just, it's all trained learning. It's all trained learning, man. Like, it's funny because they were, and this is actually relevant to the topic. Last thing, and then we're gonna get into this. But they told I think ChatGPT to tell them, this is wild, right? They said, hey, give me a joke about Jesus. Can't make this up. And it gave a joke. It was talking about it was a good joke. It was very like. And then I heard they updated ChatGPT to not make religious jokes, because apparently they were asking the same ChatGPT to make jokes about Allah, and it would say instantly, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that.
Well, that's programming. That's human programming. Yeah, that's not the robots.
And people started screenshotting and posting like, it'll make jokes about Jesus, but it won't make jokes about Allah. And then the next day they came in, boom, no Jesus jokes no more. You couldn't make a joke about Jesus. And I think they tried everything. They said, write a respectable joke about Jesus. Write a silly, and it was just like, they couldn't get it to tell a joke about Jesus. It's actually a really interesting thread out there. Yeah.
There are ways that you can get around the limitations that have been placed on ChatGPT, but you have to do it. There's a strategy that you can use too.
It's beautiful because
we'll talk about it off the air when you
can
talk
human
about
part,
how to get around it. But you can.
Let's get into this.
So, all right, the topic that we have. Oh, shoot, Heathen Radio.
Yeah, we almost forgot where we was at. Look at that.
My name is Andrew. I'm 34 years old. I am a member of the Mount Pisgah Seventh-day Adventist Church in Miami Gardens, Florida. I'm here with my co-host Matt.
Matt, your boy, he's here.
How you doing?
Yeah, Matt, age 34, member of Mount Arthur SDE Church in Miami. And we here. What's the topic today?
We're talking about food.
Let's talk about it.
Specifically, vegetarian food.
Oh, my favorite topic ever, man. My absolute favorite.
We're going to do something a little different here today because, how do I start this? We are well familiar with the vegetarian options that are out there right now. Well, not even right now. The vegetarian options that have been out there, out there now.
We true to this. We ain't new to this. We are true to this.
We know this veggie food game. Yeah. So, but all vegetarian foods are not created equal. At all. So, together here in the studio, we're gonna put together a little tier list.
Right.
Of we're gonna rank these veggie foods.
And before that, so we're gonna get into it. But before that, I want to talk about our history with veggie foods. I tell people this, and they're shocked to this day.
Talk about it.
People have a hard time believing me. I was born a vegetarian. Didn't have a piece of chicken until I was around 10 years old.
Yeah, it was about teenager for me,
you have to understand. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, okay? I was raised vegetarian. I know people that still have not had a piece of chicken in their life. People gasp, audibly
that
gasp.
Happens, yeah. That happens.
And so, I go back and forth, I was actually pescatarian back in 2018, and I just recently started eating chicken again last year, about this time last year, actually, to be honest with you. So I've only been eating chicken now again for another year. Well, beef, whatever, everything, chicken, beef, everything except that old swine. You know what I'm saying? Everything. I still, on the air, I'm telling y'all, I've still never had that swine.
Well, I mean,
I've never had that swine, my brother.
If you believe in Christ, you can eat whatever you want.
I mean, you can.
That's a different conversation.
And we're going to talk about that after this too, because I think it's become a lifestyle choice at this point. But Tell them what your history is with this veggie meat, brother.
Whew. So I too, mine's similar to yours. For a while it was, the family was vegetarian. Yeah, it's like, you don't necessarily think about it sometimes because it's not just your family. It's like most families around you are vegetarian. So, but I mean, you need some substitutes sometimes. Like if you're gonna be putting a barbecue out there, you gotta have some patties on the grill.
Look, man, it got to a point where so divided that you got to put the veggie burgers on the grill first.
Right? Yeah.
Then you got to put the beef ones on. See, that's how you know you really in an Adventist / vegetarian.
You
household.
do the veggie first. You want no cross contamination.
Morning Star on there. You got to put the Worthington on there. We're gonna get it to the brand.
They can't even be on the same. They can't even be in the same cooking section. You gotta do it first. Well, we weren't that bad. We were. It was but there was definitely a side for vegetarian.
There's a segregation. You could tell when there's vegetarians or vegans in the house. There's always a segregation. Come Thanksgiving dinner, boy, I had my meat eating aunt come to Thanksgiving dinner. I kid you not. It was a vegan Thanksgiving. I didn't think about it, but everybody there was pretty Adventist, and this was like 2 years ago, and we had an Adventist Thanksgiving, and my aunt is a heavy meat eater. I mean heavy. It's fully Caribbean Jamaican. Like she cooks too. Yeah. Lady put her foot in it. She got there. She said, "I'm never coming back here." She said, "I'm never coming back. This is ridiculous." Nothing. I mean, I'm talking vegan mac and cheese. I'm talking vegan veggie meats.
But that's a different level. Veganism and vegetarianism are and maybe you don't realize it until you're actually in the culture. But like, cheese is the big differentiator. It's like that's the cheese is the final boss.
Let me tell you something. Vegan cheese don't melt. Okay, it don't melt. Maybe there's a brand that figured it out, but nope. as of September 2023, vegan cheese don't melt.
Nope.
Okay, and
it don't even give you the same mouthfeel.
I've seen some. Look, don't get me wrong. I've had some really good vegan mac and cheeses. I had some great cashew cheese. Like I've had all the cheeses. Okay,
but it ain't cheese though.
I've had all the cheeses, man.
But it's still artificial. It's still artificial. It's still fake.
I'm challenging these. I hope they get it too. I hope they get it because I really want vegan cheese to succeed, but it hasn't yet. I'm sorry. It hasn't. Vegan cheese has not succeeded yet.
Cheese is that's my kryptonite. It's the final boss.
Yeah, that's my kryptonite. Yeah, when it comes to going vegan, cheese is my kryptonite. I mean, we all for milk. Nobody really drinks the real milk no more. Nobody drink cow titty.
No,
milk.
You're right. I've substituted most like bean milk for most actual milk recipes that I do. Even when I'm drinking my coffee, it's all almond milk in my coffee now.
Everybody's an almond. I'm not an almond guy, but everybody love the almond. Cashew milk is there, oat milk is there. I mean, even soy. People hate on the soy, but soy milk is there. Like we're gonna talk about all the ups and downs.
But the cheese ain't there.
Yeah, but the cheese.
Maybe one day you think it's actually gonna happen. How long you think it's gonna take them?
Nah, I think we're close.
How long you think it's gonna take them?
There's a new brand talking about they got it. Remember we went to the pizza. Remember we went to the pizza convention and they had the vegan cheese pizza. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah, you know what? I remember that cheese.
We went to a pizza convention in Vegas.
Yeah,
and they had a pizza with a vegan cheese. And
it wasn't the same though, man.
You gotta try this. And I told him
it was good. It was good. But even putting it right next to the actual pizzas, man, it was not close.
But one of my favorite things to do with food is to surprise people and tell them things are vegan afterwards and see how disturbed.
Trick them, right?
I don't understand why you disturbed if something doesn't have meat in it. Like what is wrong with you? Like you give them a fake piece of pepperoni or something like that, and they this is good. What this? Oh, you ain't know it's vegan.
It's Morningstar.
It's Morningstar. And then they get mad at you. Like, why are you mad at me, yo? Like, what are you? That is the funniest thing.
That's deceitful, bro.
But still, you liked it. What does it have to do with what's in it? Like, yo, well, it tastes good.
Well, see, okay, so there's a couple of things that when it comes to that thing, if you're giving somebody some piece of food, they're kind of obligated to say that it's good, no matter what they actually feel about it.
I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna tell you if it's bad.
You don't think that?
I'm gonna tell you if it's bad. Straight up. I would hope you do the same thing to me too. If I give you something, you like
this ain't good.
I'll tell you why. It's not like I'm not being a mean person. It's just like I'm giving you an honest opinion. Like, you know, and I'll be like, it's good. It could just use a little of this. You know, it's good. It's just maybe too much salt. You know, whatever. Like, I'll tell you like what it is.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the Achilles heel of vegetarian meat. You ever taken a look at how much sodium is in that stuff, bro?
Yeah, and that's another thing we'll get into. Some of these products is not really that as healthy as the real meat. I mean, the amount of sodium sometimes and fat in it is just as much.
And I mean,
as the
you know,
regular product.
like hypertension is a real thing. I don't know if it's in your family, but it's definitely in my genetics.
Yeah, bro. Like it's a thing. But all right, let's get into the tier list.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna start with Morningstar products, and
so now Morningstar is probably the most commonly found veggie meat. By the way, like you could go to your local whatever Kroger, Publix, whatever you got in your city, Safeway, Hilo, whatever you can go wherever you find groceries and usually find at least 2 or 3 Morningstar products. Now,
okay, and I'm gonna go with we're gonna start with burgers first.
Okay, we'll start with the burgers, which is a great place to start because I didn't have a beef burger until I was well into my teens. Man, I'm talking
when I think
20
about
years old.
When I think about like vegetarian meat, grillers is always the first thing that comes to my mind, bro. It's like
grillers, Oakwood University, grillers. The market had the Griller Prime.
They had it a lot. Well, you could. You know, they used to put it on the flat top, bro. Boy. Come out a little crispy with the curly fries,
man, they put it on the actual grill. Yeah. They used to fry it on like an actual like McDonald's type. What they call it, a flat grill, whatever they call it. What they call it? Yeah, they used to put it on. And it would
come out legit. So I'm
with the curly fries. Boy, anybody going to Oakwood know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm talking about, man.
I'm gonna start and put grillers. Yeah. I'm gonna have to put grillers in the A tier.
Grillers in the A tier. To me, I mean, and it depends. You got a couple different grillers. You see, you got the tomato basil.
Right. Well, I'm just talking about the original grillers, right?
The original griller.
There's variations on grillers, right? There, but we just talking about the specific.
I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you. A tier on the grillers.
Because if I'm going and I'm looking for grillers, I'm looking for either the original or the Grillers Prime. I don't really mess with the tomato and basil. And I'm not a black bean guy. I might do the black bean if I get it accidentally, but it's like it the regulars ain't. They got nothing on
prime
the original.
When you put prime on the grill, I'm gonna tell you that's the one. Man.
All right, so we got grillers in the A tier.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that because there's not much you could do to a griller. That's the only reason I'm gonna agree with you on that.
They're versatile. I agree with you.
There's not much you can do with them. Like usually, you're just making it for a burger. That's it.
Well, but I mean, but you can put anything you put on a burger, you can put on a griller.
You can put it on it, but it don't absorb it like it's supposed to. You know
but I think it's better. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna think it's better because you like, and this might be a little heathen in the heathen spirit that like, bro, you put a griller sandwich with a hard fried egg on that bad boy, nice thick slice of tomato, bro.
This man making breakfast sandwich.
Avocado.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I done got creative with the grillers. Now griller was my first. Griller. Let me tell you something. Griller hamburger was my first like lunch as a kid.
Oh yeah,
it was griller hamburger. Nothing. It was just bread and burger. And we would go to the school and put it in the microwave, warm it up for 30 seconds. Yep. And that was my lunch for maybe at least 2 or 3 years of my life.
And I loved it every day.
As a kid. That was my lunch almost every day.
I looked forward to it. If you knew there was a griller in the lunchbox, the whole day was better, bro.
I had a griller and hamburger buns, and that was my whole lunch. I'm not even joking to y'all. That was it. All
right. Grillers in the A tier, I agree. Stripples, bacon strips.
Woo, you ever put those in the microwave too long? Now, okay.
You're right. They get too dry real quick.
When you snap them in half, that's when you know you don't went too far, dog. When you snap them hoes in half. All right, so this is the thing. It depends on how you cook the bacon strips.
I'm gonna have to put them in C tier, I think.
I might have to even go D on these. I'm gonna tell you
why. I might even have to
D tier. And I grew up on the Stripples, but
I'll go with you on that one.
But I'm gonna argue why. Remember, I started eating meat when I was probably like 10, right? And so I had never had any other form of bacon. Now we know we ain't eating no pork bacon, right? But I came upon a thing called turkey bacon.
Turkey bacon's it.
And now turkey bacon is way better than the Morningstar bacon.
I'll agree with you. Turkey bacon is definitely better than.
So I gotta put it down like a D only because like it's good, but there's way better options if you're eating other meats, and you don't even gotta go into pork to eat good bacon. You know what I'm saying? So I think I can
agree with you on that one. That we put in Stripples in the D tier because it's too hard to get them right. It's too hard to get them right.
Man, I'm telling you, you got to put with Stripples. You can't put them in a microwave, man. Because if you mess it up by 5 seconds, that thing is snapping in half. I'll tell you right now.
Well, even if you do it like on.
You gotta do it on a pan.
Even if you do it on like a griddle or something like that, it's like you got the best way that I found to make the veggie bacon strips, the Stripples to be edible is you gotta like dice them up and heart and like saute them.
I mean, you could do it full, but you got to put it in a pan. You got to maybe a little bit of oil, not much, but you got to put it on like a non-stick pan or a pan with a little bit of oil.
It's tough though. It's tough to get them. It's tough to get them right though. I agree with you on that.
It's just not. There's better substitutes. That's why I'm gonna give like the Stripples a D.
A D
and I'm
tier.
I would have probably given it an A as a kid, but then as I said, that turkey bacon changed the game for me. That turkey bacon changed the game.
It comes out right. It comes out way better.
Turkey bacon is way better.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Veggie patties.
Okay, so these are like the sausage, the morning breakfast sausage.
The Morningstar
right?
veggie sausage patties. There's a couple variations. They got the original ones. They got the hot and spicy ones, and the maple flavored sausage patties. The maple flavored ones is the best. They S tier. Yeah, the maple flavored ones is S tier without a doubt.
No. And these are something that I bought more of as I got older. Like the original, the hot and spicy, the maple syrup. Like the new flavors actually just came out recently. I don't think they used to. Yeah, they never used to be out.
They're versatile.
They're versatile. You can put it in a little biscuit, put an egg in it, whatever. But like, man, don't get me started on this, boy.
But you put a little taco seasoning on it. You got a little chili kind of.
Oh yeah, I used to put hot sauce, ketchup, whatever you want, barbecue, whatever. I used to have this thing in the morning. I used to make called the morning the smiley breakfast. Right. I put 2 sausage patties on the top of the plate and make an omelet. Fold the omelet in half.
Yep.
And make a smiley face at the bottom of the plate with a yellow omelet, right? And I'd have 2 brown patties on the top and a smiley face on the bottom. And I used to call it the smiley breakfast special. This is a breakfast I made myself at least once a week for like years. So breakfast patties have always kind of been in my mix, man.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say they're an A tier, if not S tier.
Yeah. I'm gonna put. I'm S tier for me.
I would say
without
S.
a doubt.
Yeah, I'm gonna say S. I'm gonna say S only because I've been eating that this whole time. My mom used to actually make a dish for us. It was breakfast patties with baked beans and white rice. It was like one of her like meals. That was
with the rice
too,
bro.
Yeah, well, baked beans and white rice. She used to make us that like when she didn't have time to cook for real.
S tier, bro.
She throw a couple breakfast patties in the microwave. Breakfast patties got me through a lot.
All right, what about the sausage links? Because the patties is S tier, the sausage links. They're definitely not S tier. They're definitely not S tier. They're good, but they're not S tier.
I'm gonna go D for the links.
I think I'll agree with you on that.
I'm gonna tell you why. And this is the thing with a lot of veggie meat, by the way, and we're gonna get into this because they have something that they got called liquid smoke that they put in a lot of these veggie meats now. Like the Griller's Prime, it has like a liquid smoke taste, but a lot of veggie meats go overboard with the liquid smoke.
You think the links be doing that? Well, because they definitely have a pungent taste.
Yeah, it's a really pungent taste, and it's like I'm not the biggest fan of it. And I mean, now don't get me wrong, all of these veggie meats, by the way, are better when you put them on the grill. Yeah. But if you only have microwave, veggie links they're not that great.
Well, but you put the way that I really like them is putting them with some like black lentils.
Okay. Chopped up and put in something. That might be the one. Right there. Chopped up.
They're not good. They're not necessarily the best by themselves. They're best when you chop them up and put them in addition to something else.
And that's why I love my vegetarian and vegan people, because we are resourceful. We know how to see. Like if you could season veggie meat, you could season anything. Yeah. And that was my biggest upset back in the day, is that people didn't season veggie meat because vegetarians were for health purposes back in the day. Yeah, right. Nowadays you got like different vegetarian and vegan restaurants that are about the flavor. Mm-hmm. Like they'll season your veggie meat. They'll season your stuff, So yeah, I'm giving it a D. Okay. for the links.
B for the links. S for the patties.
No, I'm saying D for the links.
Oh, you putting the links in D?
I've never been a fan of the links. I'm not gonna lie. I personally. But you can leave them in B if you want.
I might split the difference and put them in the C tier.
All right, we'll do C then.
We'll put them in the C tier. But I reserve the right to change that if in the future.
That's
if
let's keep moving.
Let's keep coming back. Let's see. Meal starters. So these are kind of new to the game.
Yeah, so we're still in Morningstar right now.
Yeah. Right? Okay. So let's because I'm gonna be honest with you. The Griller Crumbles, I'm gonna have to put them at least a B tier.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put
maybe
them
A. They might even be an A tier.
Yeah. No. It might be A. I'm not going. But I'm gonna give them B only because the texture kind of off for me. I ain't gonna lie. Like some of these veggie meats, I don't know. It's kind of a chewy, kind of like almost tofu-y kind of texture.
Yeah, it's tough to get them. It's tough to get them crispy.
Yeah, it's hard to get crispy.
It's tough to get the mouthfeel to be a little crispy, but man, the taste is just so right, and you can put it in anything, bro. It can be the base for some chili. You can
some spaghetti.
You can do some shepherd's pie with the green beans and the mashed
and
potatoes.
The tacos, dog. Nah, like, bro, like, I don't think y'all realize I didn't have a taco with ground beef until I was probably in my 20s. Every taco I had every day was made with Morningstar grillers, crumblers. Okay, and so it's a staple for me. It's a staple for me. It even got to the point where we didn't have the crumbles and we had the grillers. We crush up the grillers to make the crumbles. I don't know if y'all ever been on that struggle bus. Yeah, but we done did that. We warm up the griller a little bit, just enough to get it soft, and just crush that thing up and make crumbles out of it.
I'm like, cause okay, so listen, I mean, do we put crumbles and the actual grilled patties in the same thing, or is the crumbles because we got grillers at A tier and we got the crumbles at B tier. I mean,
I put crumbles in A. I'd put the crumbles in A only because they're very versatile. As we said, we just named 6 dishes that you can make with crumbles alone. So
grillers and the crumbles both in A tier.
I mean, really, crumbles are just crushed up grillers. So it's almost the same ballpark.
I can go with you on that one.
Yes, okay. I'll go crumbles in
the chicken strips. I might even put them in a C tier with the breakfast links.
I don't know if I've ever fully had the chicken strips, to be honest.
They're all right, but they're too much work.
Yeah, there's a couple much work. Yeah, so there's a couple products I've never had on this list. I've never had the meatballs, and I don't think I've ever had the chorizo either. I should go find those.
The chorizo crumbles are D tier, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Worse than the regular crumbles?
Terrible.
Really?
Terrible.
What's so bad about the chorizos?
They're a poor imitation for the crumbles. It's like the taste is a little bit more sour. You know, it's a. I'm not even gonna put them on this list because they're that bad. I would keep.
All right, so what we got next?
To be honest with you, let's see here. Chicken strips are C tier.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the chicken strips. I probably had them. It's been years.
They're forgettable.
I could not even see what's on that picture. Yeah.
Okay. In the C tier for sure. The meatballs I don't generally go for, so I'm not even gonna put them on this tier list.
Never had them. Well, I think I've had the meatballs, but the meatballs depends because
we got the chicken variety of Morningstar Farms.
This is probably the most slept on category in Morningstar right here. Let me tell you something about bro. People don't know about the chicken patties, so I don't. But let me tell you, because all right, I'm gonna talk to my public school kids right now. All of my Florida, I don't even know Florida. I think all over the country this happened. But if you ever had the chicken patty burger, where it was like the patty of chicken with the buns, and only public school kids know what I'm talking about. I'm in Florida, and I know we did it here. I don't know if they did it in other states, but this is the vegetarian / vegan version of that chicken patty. And I would argue that this version of it is better than the public school version. It's the most slept on Morningstar category.
I know people that definitely really like the chicken patties. I'll give you
chicken patty is outstanding. I'm telling you.
It's that breading. It's the breading on the outside.
I love that breading, man.
It just ruins the feeling for me.
And I'm gonna keep 100 with all these Morningstar items we're talking about. By the way, mind you, these are all frozen items. By the way,
D tier.
And I'm putting that at an A. I'm sorry.
Whoa!
I'm putting that at an A. The lowest I'll go is a B. I might go a B only because it's only good in sandwiches. I've never had it in any other way. So I'll go B for the chicken patties. But I have to admit, chicken patties is the most slept on. And then they got the buffalo chicken patties. Like, man, y'all asleep. I'm telling you.
A high mid for the chicken patties. I might be willing to go to a C tier, but B tier is a little wild.
Man, look, let me tell you. And remember this, man. I'm B on the chicken patties. I'm B on the chicken patties.
All right,
the chicken patties
I'm gonna put them in here, but that's too high for me.
Nah, but what you're gonna have to do is go down to the Publix, your local Publix, and go buy another bag of them. That's what you're gonna have to do right now.
I might have to give them another shot because the last time I had them was probably a couple months ago, and the breading just wasn't right, bro. The breading wasn't right.
Well, yeah, it depends. Okay, so as I said, with these are all frozen products. You gotta have an air fryer to bring out the best of some of these products. Well, and I'm gonna keep you honest. The texture's not gonna be right with this chicken patty unless you put it in an air fryer. Maybe that's why I put it as a C, because you have to have an air fryer to have it as a B or A, because it's crispy as heck when you put it in the air fryer.
With the links and the strips. Do I put the patty? Honestly, I would put the chicken patties in the same thing with the chicken strips and the links. So I'm putting them in C tier. I'm sorry.
I'm putting them in C tier, but only because I've had them properly. You got
put them at the first in the C tier.
Y'all listening? You gotta have an air fryer for some of these veggie meats.
That's true.
You gotta have an air fryer.
Because the air fryer is definitely
it's gonna change the game.
Code.
It's gonna make any of these crispy like it came out of a deep fryer.
Chicken nuggets.
I haven't had the nuggets in a while. I could pass on the nuggets. They have a buffalo. Where the buffalo wings? Are not on here? They're not on there.
Chicken nuggets. Then the barbecue chicken nuggets and the veggie chicken nuggets. But they don't have the buffalo ones on here.
I can't even rate the chicken nuggets, to be honest with you, because I'm not too familiar.
I wouldn't even put them on the list.
Yeah.
One more thing we got to think about though. Let's see here. Does this one have the? We're looking at Loma Linda stuff right now, but I don't think they mentioned the corn dogs. You know about them?
Oh yeah, I told you I just bought a box of that last night, man. Morningstar makes these corn dogs now, and now y'all corn dogs is almost a lost art. All right, let me tell you something.
It's tough because you want you got the breading and the hot dog got to be
It's one of those true American foods that's like losing its identity. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to go to a restaurant and order a corn dog. Like you kind of gotta go to like
it's a toss
up every time. Item. Yeah, it's a toss up every time. There's a couple items in the category with corn dogs, like root bear floats. You when last time you tried to find a root bear float?
Root beer. Well, you can't find them anymore, but they're always root beer floats always hit.
They don't even got them on the menu. You gotta like ask them to do it.
Yeah, you got it on the secret menu.
This is when I realized that it's a dead item. I went to where did I go? I went somewhere and I asked. It was like a Baskin Robbins or something. I was somewhere where they had the ingredients to make a root beer float.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But the girl was maybe like 19 and 20 and didn't know what it was. She didn't know what a root beer float was. Never heard of it in her life. So I think corn dogs is in that same category where it's like people are forgetting that this is a food. I think even hot dogs are getting into that category nowadays.
We'll get into that though, but let's talk about the corn dogs first because we're still in Morningstar right now. What do you rank it?
I just bought a box this morning, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's an A in my head right now.
A?
It's an A. Only because I love corn dogs, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be a little biased. I might do B though, only because it's really hard to cook these properly.
Above the breakfast links?
It's hard to cook these properly. Like you can put it on the grill. It doesn't really taste that great on the grill. And you put it in the microwave and it gets kind of spongy. So I'll give it a B just because it's hard to cook. But I got a soft spot for corn dogs.
I'm definitely gonna put the veggie corn dogs in the C tier, and I'll move the chick patties up to the B tier.
I got a soft spot for corn dogs though. I've always have. I just like it's one of the things.
Patties up to the B tier.
It just gives me nostalgia to eat a corn dog.
Honestly, I would if it were me, I would put the breakfast links in the B tier and put the patties down in the C tier. But this is a collaborative tier ranking, man, so we can go. I'm telling
people sleep on that chick patty, man. You gonna know? I gotta buy you some of them chick patties because I know a lot of people sleep on that chick patty too. And it's right. You're right. The breading doesn't it acts up sometimes. Sometimes it falls off. Let me keep 100.
It's hard to get them to the right consistency. The mouthfeel is hard to get it. It's hard to get it on point with the just like the Stripples, but they taste better than the Stripples. I think. All right, so. We moving on now to Worthington Loma Linda packages. I'm gonna have to start honestly with the Redi-Burger. I don't know if you know about Redi-Burger, but my family was heavy into the Redi-Burger, bro. Redi-Burger sandwiches, and it was like the go-to was Redi-Burger sandwiches and potato soup. Bro,
yeah, we never got into the
undefeated, bro.
I might have had it, but I don't think I'm not too familiar with.
It's hard to find this Loma Linda stuff now, especially out here.
You gotta wait for the ABC bookstore to come through.
But I think, right, exactly. You gotta
unless you in Michigan and you can just drive over there,
over to Apple Valley where they got it, bro. What was I thinking of? Hold on. Okay. So Redi-Burger for sure.
Yeah, so to get these items, I used to have to wait at my church. They would come once, I think, a month to the church, and they'd park this big like RV camper van looking thing in the parking lot. Mm-hmm. And people that know it, they know what I'm talking about. We call it the ABC, the Adventist.
This the week.
Yeah, the Adventist.
This the week.
And you go in there, they'd have a bunch of books and just materials, and they have a couple freezers with all of these like Worthington, Loma Linda products here. So yeah, okay. So you said Redi-Burger. Where you putting Redi-Burger at? Son?
I'm gonna have to put it in the B tier though, because it's below Grillers.
I'll go with you because I mean, if it's anything like the griller that Morningstar makes, I rock with it because.
But there's the Redi-Burger, and then there's also, where is it? There's also Vegetarian Burger. That's this one right here.
Okay, I think
I've
had that.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna put the Vegetarian Burger in the A tier though. Okay. Vegetarian Burger is up there with the Crumbles and the grillers. That's up there.
You gotta love these burger products because they're very versatile, especially the ground ones. You can use them for so many different things. So I'll give it to you. Okay. And I'm gonna be honest, like I don't know if y'all ever had like vegan or vegetarian meatballs. They're just as good.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, but people don't want to hear that. They're not trying to hear that, dog. And I be trying to tell them just try it, and they're like, it gets to a point where you have to trick them and make them think it's real meat, and like, well, I don't want to have to do that, dog. Why you made me do that?
Just have an open
mind?
Why'd
you make me do this to you, dog? Why you make me do this to you? Because you could have just had an open mind and tried this veggie meat and been good. So Big Frank's, we gotta go to them Big Frank's next though.
Okay.
That might be my most eaten Worthington Farm, like Loma Linda product.
Okay, all right. So what do we put in Big Frank's at?
Now okay.
I'm kind of thinking B tier, honestly. You'll hear me out why about this.
I'm gonna go even lower than B. I'm gonna go C. I'm gonna keep on it.
What?
I like as long as I've been eating it. Don't get me wrong. As I said, I had a beef hot dog and I never turned back. I was like, yo, there's so much flavor in a beef hot dog compared to.
Well, the Big Franks are definitely better than the. Let's see, you put them in C tier.
All right, so there's different ways to prepare.
They're better than the corn dogs. So in C tier right now, we got breakfast. We got the breakfast links, the chicken strips, and the corn dogs. Yeah. Big Franks are definitely better than that.
All right, so this
Big Franks are definitely better than that. So I gotta put them at least at the B tier.
And this is the problem with Big Franks is people usually make them wrong. Big Franks are not really good for hot dog purposes.
That's true.
They're pretty flavorless.
They're not the best. They're not the best for hot dogs.
They're very flavorless and they don't get firm. Pause. They don't get the firm. So the thing with Big Franks is the best way to eat them, and this is what my people figured out. As I said, look, when you give Caribbean people something, they're going to make it work. They chop it up into small slices and put it in like a baked bean.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's
now,
true.
have you ever had that?
Are undefeated in the baked bean.
So that's why I'm going to put Big Franks higher than I usually would because I've had it that way.
I'm putting them in the B tier.
I'll agree with you on the B, only because I've had it with the beans. Mm-hmm. Now, if you have it by itself,
it's not good by itself. I'll agree with you. Now,
it is one of the flavorless things.
I'm gonna say something wild here right now. If we talk about hot dogs, the Linkettes is A tier, maybe even S tier, bro.
Okay, well, see,
no. Excuse me. I'm gonna put Linkettes in the A tier because I'm gonna put the Super Links in the S tier, bro.
Yeah, we are wild. We are really fanboying over some veggie right now.
I'm telling you, bro.
It's crazy.
Because those are the two best ones. Linkettes and Super Links is the best.
I haven't had
the best vegetarian hot dogs by far.
I haven't had Linkette in a long time. I got to be honest with you. I've had Linkettes in a while. It's been a good minute.
They're more approachable. More
flavor in it, or what? What you mean?
So
or texture, what?
The texture is closer to an actual brat. Well, not a brat, but more like an actual hot dog. Okay. They're closer to like a. You ever been to like a Love's or a Pilot or something? And you seen the friends that's on the rollers? That's what the Linkettes is like. That's what the Linkettes is like.
I had a buddy of mine eat one. A guy was visiting from Jamaica. He ate one of them off the roller in the gas station. Boy, this boy was tearing up the toilet, dog, for the rest of the day. I didn't even call out the boy's name, but dog, I could not. And it's funny because he comes to America, but he's not there often. And he looked at me. He asked me. He was starving. We made a gas station stop. We doing a road trip, and he's like, "Would you recommend this hot dog on the grill, on the roller?" And I was like,
"You rolling the dice every time with that."
I said, "You rolling the dice with that?" But he was so hungry, and Jamaicans they want hot food. They don't really do the bag of chips and everything. Yeah. They need hot food. So he went and got a hot dog. Boy, that boy was on that toilet, dog. I didn't want to tell him I told you so, but I was like, "Hey, you took the risk." I couldn't get mad at him.
You rolled the dice, bro. You rolled the dice on that one.
You rolled the dice, and you got snake eyes.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Which one are better? I actually think I'm gonna put Linkettes in the S tier.
Yeah, I gotta go try some Linkettes now. Like that's one of the veggie meats I gotta refresh.
Linkettes is in the S tier, and I'm gonna put Super Links in the A tier because they're good, but you gotta be in the right frame of mind.
You the link expert because I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had Linkettes in a while, so I gotta.
Let's see.
So I'm gonna tell you my favorite Worthington product ever made. By the way,
go for it.
Actually, I don't see it on here. Oh, you know what? They discontinued it. That's
What's
why.
That?
Well, they don't sell it online. I don't think it's called Dinner Roast. Right?
Oh yeah, it's not on here, but we got Dinner Roast is in the S tier without a doubt, bro.
S.
Dinner Roast is
S. So, and it's funny because I was looking at Dinner Roast the other day, seeing because remember they're always trying to imitate.
They call it Dinner Loaf.
They're trying to imitate a meat with all these meats. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I always looked at Dinner Roast like, what is it supposed to be? You know, it's supposed to be turkey.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
It's supposed to be turkey. Yeah, Dinner Roast is supposed to be turkey, and but it comes in as I said, for people that didn't grow up on this, man, it's gonna sound nasty, man. It's gonna sound nasty, but it came in kind of like the shape of a loaf of bread.
Yeah, like a frozen loaf.
And so how my mom would prepare it, and how everybody in my community would prepare it. As I said, you give a Jamaican whatever, they're gonna make it the best dish you ever had. It was the best veggie meat recipe on the planet, pretty much. And I'm gonna give away some secrets here. It's a secret recipe. My grandma probably whooped my behind for this. My mom. Lay it on, bro. She used to cut the dinner roast in slices, right, just like bread, and then she would put barbecue sauce and coconut milk, and remember, little onions here and there, do a little mix, and it's the best vegetarian meal you will ever have. Ask any Adventist Jamaican that you know about it, and they'll tell you, "Oh yeah, that's the one." That's the reason people came to our house for Sabbath lunch was to get this dinner roast. Bro.
Well, I can tell you that like sliced dinner roast is definitely the best way to have it.
Of course,
like,
yeah. I mean,
it's. I don't think I've ever seen it in any other fashion.
And anybody at Oakwood would tell you, and I think we all realize that you can mess up dinner roast.
It's a Worthington.
You can mess up dinner roast.
Oh yeah.
Bad.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know how bad you could mess it up, and like part of my shade here. And I hope they're doing better now, but Oakwood messed up dinner roast. But like,
What they did too much. It's good by itself. You don't have to. It takes you gotta give it a light touch.
They made a brown kind of salty gravy to go with it. Like
too much.
They
did too much. They was doing too much.
So dinner roast was what Oakwood would serve for Sabbath lunch in the cafeteria. And if you go to Sabbath lunch in the cafeteria is empty. The caf is empty. Okay, it's fully empty because everybody knows what they're gonna get. It's gonna be dinner roast with the worst sauce they've ever had. As I said, I don't want to throw shade. Bad.
The sauce was definitely real
I just
bad.
remember that they used to serve that at Oakwood when they knew nobody would come. And I think I know why. now.
Well, you gotta scrape the sauce off because you can save it.
Yeah,
you can save it, but you gotta get that sauce out of there.
It was just salty.
You gotta get that sauce out of there, bro.
It's one of the worst preparations of veggie meat I've ever had. I apologize, Oakwood. I don't mean to put y'all on blast like that. I know y'all are doing better now, but I just had to talk about the good old days, man. Because it was bad.
Dinner roast is definitely S tier though.
It motivates you to find somebody to go to Sabbath lunch for.
Yeah, because you could go to anybody's house for Sabbath lunch and they gonna have dinner roast and it's gonna be legit every time, especially if you pair it with some mashed potatoes, bro.
Yeah, man.
The mashed potatoes and dinner roast is undefeated, bro.
My favorite topic.
Undefeated.
It's my favorite topic. I grew up on veggie meat, man. And it's funny because when you meet Adventists in the street, this is one of the bonding moments we have is technically to do like dinner roast and veggie meat and stuff like that.
You start talking about dinner roast.
Yeah, because there's certain brands of veggie. Because remember, we've been doing this before it was cool to be vegan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we was vegan in the 90s and stuff like before it was cool. So
wow, bro.
Yeah,
let's see what next. The Choplets. You know about Choplets?
It's been a minute. And as I said, most of these Worthington meats are like in my culture they're drowned in sauce. So you don't even know what veggie meat you're gonna get sometimes. You go to the let's see here. You'd have Choplets, and then it was what's the other one? Prime steaks. Those were kind of the families. So wait, pull the dinner roast up again. I think because I do think there's two different branches here actually. Because there's a Loma Linda side, but when you pull up the dinner roast just now, I think it went to a different website. You know. And I think
it was the Worthington.
Yeah, click roast. That and then.
But it ain't the box like you're thinking.
Well,
this is the box
that
you're
first
looking
one.
at.
Yeah, but they rebranded it. But the first link, the one that you clicked before,
this one right here.
Yeah, that website right there. I think this. What are the products they have on this? Because there's another. So just Worthington without go products on the top.
I got you.
Yeah, because
See, like this the millennial Worthington.
Yeah, there's a lot coming
out. Deli
man.
Slices.
There's a lot coming
and all
out.
that stuff. This is the rebrand. Although I will say this.
What?
The corned beef, the veggie corned beef, that's legit too.
Really? And it's funny because I just had a real corned beef sandwich in New York 2 weeks ago.
The veggie one's better than the real corned beef.
Shout out to corned beef sandwiches, boy. One of my favorite sandwiches. My mom put me on that sandwich when I was in Indiana. We went to you got to go to a like Jewish deli to get that. Yeah, and boy. Fry pats too.
That's another one.
Yeah. So there's a next. There's a meat, and I don't know if they renamed it or what, but it's called Swiss steak.
Oh yeah, I know Swiss steaks, bro.
Swiss steak was one of the most common meats to have Sabbath dinner with a Caribbean church.
Well, that was still in the same kind of. That was because.
I thought it would be here. I see prime steaks on the
prime steaks and Swiss steaks with the gravy.
Okay, so you got Swiss steak there.
Swiss steaks with the gravy.
So all right, let's rate the Swiss steak because Swiss steak to me is like almost like only because of the way that they prepared it. Now most people not gonna make Swiss steak right now. Hear me out. Caribbeans made it with lima beans, right? So they made a nice savory sauce with it. Yeah, and they kind of prepared Swiss steak how a Jamaican would prepare oxtail. Mm-hmm. So it's the same seasonings and flavors that you would find an oxtail. It's just without the oxtail meat, you get a Swiss steak meat.
So what you putting Swiss steaks at?
Because of the way my culture would prepare it, I'm putting it as an A. But the meat
with
itself,
the grillers, bro.
But the meat itself, though, is really. I mean, I might go B only for this one. I'm gonna say B.
Swiss steaks got to be in the B tier, bro.
Because I'm trying to tick off all the garnishes that I know.
Redi-Burger, Chick Patties, Big Frank, Swiss steaks.
I might go B. Yeah, as I said, only because I'm trying to like think of what it tastes like out the can and out the box.
And honestly, I might even put. I might even put. You don't necessarily know about the Choplets, but I'm gonna put them in the B tier too. I'm gonna put Choplets in the B tier too.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the Choplets. I actually wanna. It's funny because this is making me want to go pick up some of these veggies.
Choplets and gravy, bro.
Yeah,
Choplets and gravy was that's a Camp Wagner. A Camp Wagner staple, bro. Choplets and gravy, that's for sure.
It's a Lake Region, boy.
B, that's a B, but they B tier for sure. What else we got? We have prime steaks in there too. I'll put them above or below.
Now prime steaks and Swiss steaks are like in the same. Whatever you put Swiss steak, prime steak got to be the same thing. If you ask me.
Swiss steaks, Choplets, and prime steaks in the B tier. Okay, I'm with that.
Nah, this is as far as my knowledge of veggie meats go. I'm gonna keep it 100. I think everything.
You ever had the chili? You ever had the aluminum chili?
I think I've had it, but it's been too long. I don't.
A tier, bro.
Is it A tier?
A tier. Yes, sir.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's hard to mess up some chili now.
Right, really hard to mess up some chili. It's got the right amount of ingredients.
Okay.
It's like not too many beans, not too much meat. The sauce ain't too sweet. It's not too salty. It's just like and like pop that bad boy right out the can into the pot. Perfect every time.
You know who makes good? You know who makes good secular chili? You know who makes good heathen chili? Wendy's makes some decent heathen chili. Wendy's, man. Wendy's got a chili, and it's actually not bad.
I'm gonna have to give that a shot.
It's actually not bad. I used to order Wendy's chili all the time. Yeah.
All right, let me see. I'm trying to think if Skallops. You know Skallops?
I've had them. Yeah, I've had them. It's been a minute. I don't
put them down with the C tier.
Yeah,
bro.
they're not a favorite of mine. I don't think I'm that big of a fan.
Okay. Let's see. Sam's Chicken is made using Chicketts.
Oh, Chicketts.
Yo, I gotta put Chicketts in the S tier. I gotta put Chicketts in the S tier, bro.
I recently had Chicketts for the first time, like last year.
They're good by themselves, but they're great when you put them in the
we didn't know
Sam's Chicken, bro. Woo!
It's hard to find some Chicketts, boy.
They going extinct. Chicketts is going extinct, bro.
Man. So my technical what is it? My mother-in-law, my brother's wife's mom. She has Chicketts recipe that she makes, and she actually, it's funny, when my meat eater aunt came for Thanksgiving, one of the things that was on the table when she came was Chicketts, and she like, what is this? And it was really good. It was made really good, but I had never had Chicketts until I want to say last year Thanksgiving was the first time I had Chicketts. You putting it in S tier?
Oh yeah, Chicketts is definitely S tier.
I mean,
even by itself, it's S tier, bro.
I thought it was good. The way she seasoned it was pretty good. Because I've only had it literally once in my life.
And I'm gonna have to put Chicketts in the S tier because they're the foundation for Sam's Chicken, and we know Sam's Chicken is in the S tier.
Okay, all right. I'll let you go. I'll let you slide on that one only because I've only had it once, and I don't remember it being bad.
You don't know Sam's Chicken?
Sam's Chicken, you said?
Yeah, bro.
Now,
maybe that's a
that's a Michigan.
So thing, yeah, because Apple Valley in Berrien Springs, Michigan, it's the health food store for Andrews University. They used to make Sam's Chicken every Tuesday, and it was like so. What you do is you take the Chicketts, you bread them like you would fried chicken, and then you deep fry them bad boys.
Oh, so they were making fried chicken with Chicketts.
Oh yes, every Tuesday, bro. And it was so potent that when we was going to Andrews Academy, we would as soon as we got out to go to lunch, we would go immediately over to Apple Valley and get they sold it by like half pound and full pound. And if you got a half pound, it was in like a little like styrofoam case. You got the full pound, it was in the big boy, right? People would come back with 5-6 pounds stacked, bro. Back to Andrews Academy. On this?
Like, how was this? Just dry fried chicken?
Just like fried chicken. You can put whatever sauce you want to on it. The breading is usually, the breading's usually where the variety comes from, but the base is the Chickette, bro. And really? they used to make it. I'm sure they still do, but Tuesdays, bro. Every Tuesday they would have it.
Interesting, yeah. That's
Andrews Academy.
See, those are little nuggets. I love to hear people improvise with the veggie meat, man.
So good.
Because I mean, there's so many brands nowadays, man. So So like, all right. So I think we pretty much done with this tier list.
Okay,
right?
all right. So let's read it off. We haven't got anything in the F tier. Is there anything that you can think of that's in the F tier?
Anything F, I don't even remember it was that bad. F tier is like, and it's funny because most of these veggie meats could be F tier if you eat them right out the box. I'm gonna keep 100. If you do nothing to a lot of these veggie meats, there's a handful of these that could be F tier. I'm gonna keep 100. But there's just so many. Adventists have they're so resourceful. They have repurposed
even the worst veggie meats can't be F tier.
Hard to be.
No, I'll agree with you on that one.
So there's, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of that I would put in the F tier, but they're so bad that
you can save them. You can save them.
Yeah,
you can save them from the F tier. I agree. So all right, so we got nothing in the F tier right now.
Okay.
In the D tier, we got Stripples.
Yeah, only because there's just so much better. Like turkey bacon is just.
There's so many better options.
I had turkey bacon and I'm like, what the heck is this, man? It's just like, man.
Why have I been eating Stripples my whole life? But this is better option.
Yeah, man. Like, and I know we're not supposed to compare these to real meats, but it's like,
the Stripples is like
It is, and I've hooked up some Stripples. Don't get me wrong. I put them on a skillet.
Sure.
I've sprinkled brown sugar on them and a little pepper. Like I've done some stuff with some Stripples. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but
it still
Stripples
doesn't
is
compare to
definitely
that
the D tier. Stripples is definitely D tier. All right, in the C tier, we got the breakfast links, chicken strips, corn dogs, and scallops.
Okay, I agree with it.
I think I can go with that.
I settle with it. Yeah.
B tier, Redi-Burger, Chick Patties, Big Franks, Swiss steaks, Choplets, prime steaks.
Sounds good.
I think I can agree with that. In the A tier, we got grillers and the griller Crumbles, Vegetarian Burger, Super Links, and the Veggie Chili.
Yeah, that's my whole childhood right there. That's my whole childhood right there.
And then, of course, in the S tier, we got the breakfast patties.
Yeah.
Linkettes, dinner roast, and Chicketts. I think this is a solid tier list.
It's a solid tier list, bro. That's the one. That's the one.
I'm trying to think. I'm looking to see if I would want to change anything, but I mean, it
looks good to me. And you gotta be as I said, you gotta be. If you know half of these meats on here, that means you true to this, dog. Because that means you've been a vegetarian for a while.
And there's so many other ones that I'm sure we missed a couple of them especially from Worthington. But I mean, these are like the staples.
These are the staples.
These are the ones that
and a lot of these companies like Worthington and Morningstar, they've been trying to keep afloat for years because there was a dying vegetarian industry back in the 90s, and now, boy, everybody vegetarian.
Back now.
I talk to somebody new every weekend. They pescatarian. I think I know more people I know as many people that are vegetarian than I do that are meat eaters. Believe it or not, I would say it's a half if you look at my circle of people. I think it might be like 60-40 that meat and the non-meat 40. Yeah. But it's a good chunk of people that I'm around that still are vegetarians.
And that I think that population of vegetarian I guess apologists is growing, because even if you're not a vegetarian, you can go to a place that makes vegetarian food and still have a good meal.
And still have a good meal. Like anybody that been in Atlanta know about like Slutty Vegan and thing. Like I think Slutty Vegan kind of broke that barrier where it was like, and anybody that's been to Georgia, they know. And it's made a culture of vegan food that tastes good.
They in big cities too. Like I was, when we was in Vegas, we went to a whole vegan place that was, that had that had the meat, and like.
Yeah, remember we went to the vegan sushi restaurant in Vegas? Woo!
Yep, I remember that. That vegan sushi place is legit too.
That vegan sushi good. Because I don't mess with a lot of like different types of fish and all that. Like I don't, we don't do a lot of crustaceans and like seafood. So vegan sushi was amazing, bro.
It was on point too.
Man, it was good. On point too. It was good.
Daikon vegan sushi is
yes, that's the spot, man.
It was legit.
If you ever in Vegas, you gotta hit that. Like and it's great because I could give people vegan recommendations. Like people know, like they ask me, like, yo, where can I get good vegan food? I mean, I was vegan for 2 years. Recently, when I went back to eating chicken last year, I went from veganism to eating chicken again. So I did a complete switch. But I was vegan for 2 years. Bro. I was vegan for 2 years until last year, September or so. So, I mean, I had, like, you could ask me any city in the country, and I could give you at least 1 or 2 good vegan restaurants. So, veganism is a lifestyle, and people always forget, like, and, people make fun of vegans all the time. Like, they usually get the short end of the stick. If you're the only vegan in the room, people are just going to call you a rabbit all day. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, the hate is crazy. But I do see the vegan culture emerging. And now I'm proud of people that actually take the time. Yeah.
It's definitely a culture.
Big up to the companies that, are trying to make it more meat friendly. I love a Beyond Burger. Beyond Burger is probably my favorite burger. Like I know we talk about grillers and them things, but Beyond Burger took it up another notch. Like,
Beyond Burger definitely is they're new to the game, but they've come out strong for sure. I'll agree with you on that.
My favorite accessible vegan burger. Now look, this is my topic. My favorite accessible vegan burger is TGI Fridays, by the way. If you have a TGI Fridays in your city, go to TGI Fridays, look at their burger menu, and sub any of those burgers for a Beyond Burger if you're vegan or vegetarian.
Okay.
And it'll be the best burger you've ever had. I'm going to keep it 100.
The best.
Arguably vegan. Remember, we're going vegan here.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you.
It's arguably the best vegan burger you'll ever have. Now, if you asking me, you got to get the Jack Daniels burger at TGI Fridays. I don't know what TGI Fridays put in this Jack Daniels sauce.
It's the sauce.
But have you ever had the Jack Daniels sauce?
We talked about this before, though, man. But like the and that's
my mouth watering right now.
And that's the thing when it comes to this tier list that we're talking about. The sauce makes the difference. It can make or break the veggie meat, because that's just the meat is just the foundation. You got to put the sauce on top. The sauce is what makes it.
I'm big on sauce, man.
I'm good.
I think that barbecue sauce is America's best export of all time. I don't think we have anything more valuable than barbecue sauce.
The barbecue sauce?
I think that is America's most valuable in my head. I only want to say I'm American because I want to eat barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce is it, dog. Like, it's the best sauce ever made.
It's legit. I'll agree with you on that.
It's the best sauce ever made.
The best sauce.
Sweet Baby Ray's has had everybody in a chokehold for 10 years now. Like, come on now. Like, let's be honest. And there's so many homemade barbecue sauces. Everyone is good, though. Everyone I've had is
it's true. Good. I have not yet had a bad barbecue sauce.
No, okay, no, I've had a couple bad ones. Like, they had like the mustard-based barbecue sauces and like.
Well, that's artificial barbecue sauce.
Yeah, but
if it ain't brown, it ain't barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
If it's yellow, it ain't barbecue sauce.
But hey, God bless whatever Texas, America. I love barbecue sauce, man. That's been my thing. Yeah, man. But
I think we got a good list. And for anybody listening, if you think we got any of these wrong, I'm gonna read it off one more time just to see. We got nothing in F tier. D tier, Stripples. C tier, breakfast links, chicken strips, corn dogs, Skallops. B tier, Redi-Burger, Chick Patties, Big Franks, Swiss steaks, Choplets, Prime steaks. A tier, Grillers, Griller Crumbles, Vegetarian Burger, Super Links, Chili.
Amen.
S tier, breakfast patties, Linkettes, dinner roast, Chicketts.
Boy, my childhood, man.
If anybody says different, feel free to leave a comment. We definitely be reading them. You can also find me at Legend of Andrew on Instagram. So if you think we got any of this wrong, drop me a line. What about you? Where can they find you?
On Instagram as well at mb.j. MB, a dot, and the letter J. Yeah, a lot of interesting content on there. Go on, check it out. I got a lot of drone stuff flying around the city and all that. So
you do be moving it, bro.
Yeah, I be moving. I got back from London. It's been crazy, man.
This list's making me hungry too.